Hello, in this video we are talking about exponential functions and their end behavior. Your end behavior describes what happens to your graph at either end of the x-axis. We always start with as x increases and as x decreases, and then in the next statement you're going to tell me what happens to y. So that being said, let's go ahead and look at our first problem. We need to describe what happens to our graph at either end of the x-axis. What I like to notice and to write on my paper is that over here, my x's are increasing, because notice as I go across here, they get bigger and bigger. We go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. On this end, my x's are decreasing. I know that because we go from 0 to -1 to -5 to -10. They keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So if I'm looking as x increases, I'm looking at this side of my graph. Let's make this green. We're looking at what happens over here, and you're going to tell me what happens with my y's. So really I want to look at my graph and say, okay, what direction is it going? Well, my graph is going up, 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 and technically there's a little arrow here, so it keeps going up. And notice my y values, they started at 1, then they jumped up to 5, then they jumped up to 10. They keep going up and up and up. So we're going to say as x increases, y increases. Again, all that means is that at the right side of my graph, my y's are going up. My graph is going up. So you just write whatever direction your graph is pointing. Then we're going to look at the left side of my graph. So we're looking at, that's not a highlighter, we're looking at as x decreases. Again, my x's are going down over this way, so we want to look at what's happening to my graph. So from here, it's getting closer and closer to 0. And remember, it'll never cross that line because that's our asymptote, but it is decreasing. So we're going to say y decreases to 0. Again, it started at 1. It goes down and down and down. It gets closer and closer and closer to 0. So y decreases to 0. And that is your end behavior. Again, you're just telling me what's happening with your y values. Are they getting bigger? Are they getting smaller? Are they getting close to a certain number? All right, here's your next example. We have g of x equals 5 times 1/2 to the power of x. Again, we're going to start with as x increases. And that means that we're looking at the positive side of my x-axis. Notice that for this, we're looking at our y's. At 0, my y value is 5, and then it goes down, and it gets closer and closer and closer to that x-axis. So we're going to say as x increases, y, again, it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller, so we're going to say decreases. And it decreases to 0 because it's never going to cross that. So we're going to say decreases to 0. Then we're going to look at our x decreasing. So as x decreases, oops, sorry, I guess I struggled to change it to the highlighter. Again, that's the negative side of my x-axis. Notice that as that's happening over there, my y's are getting bigger. You start at 5, you go up to 10, it keeps going up forever. There's a sneaky little arrow here. So for that one, we're going to say as x decreases, y increases. Again, if it helps you, I sort of skipped this at the beginning because I forgot. But over here, your x's are going up. Over here, your x's are going down. You could write those two things on each slide you look at because that will always be true. And then you just tell me what's happening to your y's. All right, if you have any questions about end behavior, don't hesitate to ask your teacher. Thank you for watching, and that's all I have for you today. So good luck on your homework. If you have any questions, please reach out to your teacher.